I'm delighted to welcome this morning James Murray, the founding editor of BusinessGreen. Now, James, you've been publishing BusinessGreen for about 6 years now. Could you tell me a little bit about the gestation of BusinessGreen, please?
Yeah, as I say, we were founded back in 2007-8 period, and the thinking behind it was I was covering the IT market, particularly with a bit of a focus on green IT, and realised at that time that more and more of the large tech giants were investing in a sort of 10-year game plan in this idea of low carbon technology, green IT. And then we looked at it more broadly and realised that actually this was being replicated across the entire economy. We're seeing more and more progressive businesses investing in this sphere. And there wasn't really a title in the UK that was serving them at that time. It felt as if the business press still saw it as a little bit of a niche, a little bit something for the hippies and the tree huggers. And the mainstream press still had this view that kind of all businesses are evil, we can't look at them as progressive forces, and we're a little bit dismissive of this agenda. And our take right from the start, and it still is the fact that there are green businesses, there are conventional businesses that want to go green, that want to behave in a more environmentally responsible manner, and they need information, they need news, they need analysis if they're to do their job as best as possible.
Now, you're at the vanguard not just of the green tech evolution, but also of digital publishing. Green Business is an online platform. Could you tell us a little bit about the challenges of online and how it was different to your experience of?
Yeah, I mean, we were online right from day one, and part of that is for environmental reasons. It's obviously much lower impact to be publishing online than be printing on dead trees, but it's also because that is very much the way this sector's moving. You're seeing more and more digital publishing and more kind of online services that are being developed around that, and it's the best way to commercialise many new brands. It's very, very different. I mean, I worked on print for 5 years and then have been doing this for 6, 7, and the pace of it is the main difference. The speed at which you work, the speed at which you have to get response, get analysis, get news out. And of course the issue there is while you're working at a lot quicker pace, you don't really want to compromise the quality, if at all possible. So it's essentially compressing the kind of work that you do in 2 days to do a big feature into a morning, into a couple of hours, still being able to talk to people, still being able to bring unique analysis, but doing it at something much closer to a sort of breakneck speed at times, whilst maintaining the quality control and not taking too many risks.
And how can the PR industry help you in that process? And also, is there a danger that too many of the releases that land on your desk seem to have been dropped in the greenwash?
Greenwash isn't as big an issue as it was 4 or 5 years ago. I think businesses that got burnt by overstating their credentials have started to realise the risks of that. So we don't see as much greenwash as we used to. It's still certainly there. There's still people who overstate the numbers, or people who maybe kind of fudge their stories a little bit, and you have to be risky of that, and you have to ask questions. So greenwash is an issue. In terms of how PRs can work better with us, it's primarily around that timeliness and relevance. I mean, it's the same skills that have always been there, just again stepped up into a slightly faster paced world. So we still want relevant stories. We always want to hear about what interesting clients are doing, but it really does have to fit in with the raison d'etre of the site. And equally, the main thing that you want is that timeliness of people being available to talk, people being available to answer questions when you need them, which unfortunately in online is immediately.
James, thanks very much indeed.